Alito, yo, this is Chief Steve coming at y'all with another one. I just wanted to share something with y'all real quick. My wife is a big Megan Thee Stallion fan, so I was checking out this video that she just did. It's a brand new video she did called COBRA. Has some pretty interesting images in here that I thought that I should stop and share with you guys, because it kind of goes in relation to what we've been talking about for a while, about the serpent and the Ahahukan, as it was brought to my attention that it was. And I think it's really interesting that she decided to do this video based off of the Ahahukan, based off of the serpent, and all of the ways that she was relating in the video. She was meaning that it was a time of shedding your trauma, shedding your troubles and stuff, and breaking free of the mindset that keeps you bound, shedding your old skin and stepping into a new. And so I found that very interesting, her coming out of the belly of the snake. And we noticed that the serpent represents the country. So it's like she's being birthed, or she's being, she's coming out of the belly of the serpent, which just means that she's coming from that country, that original country, because like I said, the serpent is a representation of the country. So as she's coming out, she steps into her reality and she confronts the snake in a way, showing it that she's not afraid of who she is. She stands strong and firm in who she is, and knows who she is, and she's not moved by it. And it's kind of cool because a lot of us, coming into this truth of being American Indians, we can sometimes be afraid of what's to happen next, especially our older generations, those who knew and were told to suppress this truth due to trauma, And it's interesting, like I said, because we're coming into an age where we're shedding that trauma like old skin. We're shedding these misnomers like old skin, like a snake would shed its skin and come out anew. This is a new day, a new age for us as Aborigines, as copper-colored Aborigines of this landmass. And as we are shedding and coming out of those old ways, we are still recognizing the ways that got us to where we are today as far as our ancient ways. So, and as we going forward, we're still looking our past right in the face and confronting it and bringing it out to true light and realizing that, hey, we're not afraid anymore to face this, We're not afraid anymore to realize who we are. We stand strong in that. And as you see her go back and forth, she's rapping and she's spitting her lyrics, dropping bars, and using that as like a power source to basically confront and go back and forth with the serpent. The serpent eventually bends to her will and recognizes and embraces her, And I thought that was a beautiful thing because, as you see right here, the inflated breast, and I'm not talking about I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the serpent and that imagery that was brought to our attention with my past video about the inflated breast. The serpent is the representation of Mayak, the representation of that original land, that land of the West, and the divinity that it holds and how sacred it is to us. She embraces that figuratively in her video as we embrace that today, because our past does carry trauma, and it can be scary to look at, head to head, face to face, like it was right here. But even with that, we have to stand firm in who we are and confront it, recognize it and see the beauty within it. I mean, match the energy, and then come to a reconciliation with who we are, you know? And this starts first off as individuals, recognizing who we are as individuals, and then coming together as a collective and reconciling with those past traumas and moving on and shedding those things together, you know? Once we shed that individual trauma, we have to come as a collective and shed that trauma that's kept us back, that's held us down. Look our past in the face and embrace it. Recognize who we are, true identity, and stand strong in it. And as you see right here, the serpent who was once confronting and battling with it, battling with her. After that battle, now it realizes its true children. She realizes that it is a part of her and she is a part of it, and the snake is now guarding her, standing in the upright position with the inflated breast, ready to strike any opposition that comes her way. Is guarding her as if it was guarding their child, and I think that's very symbolic, as in we, as the original children of this land, the original people of this land, the soul people of this soil, we need to embrace our mother, which is this landmass, because we came out of her. And at the same time, the land, nature, our mother, will protect us as we move forward, as we shed those past traumas and we step into our true skin, our strong skin, and we move forward. We won't have nothing to worry about. All oppositions that come our way will be stricken down. They will be struck down. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it was just a really interesting video. Once again, the song is called COBRA. Does it have any relation to what I'm telling you right now on a literal sense? No, but you have to read between the lines. And one thing that I found real interesting is that, people like to, as soon as they see things like this, they like to scream out, Illuminati, or this is the occult, or this is satanic, or whatnot. But when I looked through all the comments and stuff on the actual video, there weren't a lot of that. And it was a lot of our people commenting, and they were just really awe-stricken by how artistically creative this was and the message that the song had, which is very refreshing, I'm sure, as an artist, and very refreshing as a spectator to really see that, our people are starting to come out of these dogmatic symptoms and are really starting to step into their own and really see things for what it is, And not saying that the industry doesn't throw the occult and the satanic things, out there, because, you see it with the Doja Cat video and everything like that. They all have their agendas, and that's, a whole nother thing in itself to debunk. But I'm not into all that, so I don't really get into all that on my channel. But I'm sure somebody has done something about it, and y'all can probably, look that up. I don't have any references of that nature, but you do enough digging and you'll find something, I'm sure. But I was just really awestricken at how things are aligning. We were just talking about the Ahaukan. We were just talking about that serpent. We were talking about, the Yucatan Peninsula and how it resembles the head of the serpent, and how, how Egypt, which is here in the Americas, and, was also supposedly out in the foreign landmass, how they still see that crown has that emblem of the serpent with the inflated breast, and where that originates from, and how these different cultures from all over the world got it from this original, from its origins, which is from the Mayas, from the Mayak, you know? And it's all just giving homage back to the mother, the true motherland. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, very interesting. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. You really did that. We appreciate you. Appreciate all your hard work. If you ever do any research, or if you ever run across my videos, you know, it's a shout out and a salute to you for bringing out this creativity. It was much needed in a time like this, and it was widely accepted, which I feel is amazing. It's a great thing. So, yeah, check that video out. It's actually, you know, besides all that, it's a really cool song. It has a strong message in it, and, you know, it goes beyond just these images. The video in itself is actually really cool. So, once again, it's Chief Steve signing off. I am going to drop another bomb for y'all. We're going to get back into that book. We're going to finish off with another impactful passage from there in the future. It's coming, so y'all stay tuned in. All right, you're cooking.